It's time to play some Donkey Kong 64. Okay, hey guys, it is Saturday, June 14th, and we are going to attempt this again. Yes, for the umpteenth time, we're going to try and walk all the way through Osprey Park, through the outer loop, because I'm actually kind of curious to see how long it actually takes to do this. So, anyways, here is where the outer loop begins. There's these, you could go straight here, you go left. Left is the entry point for the outer loop of Osprey Park. Now, the forest seems kind of dense right here, but it'll lighten up once you get to the end of this straightaway here. So we're going to go past the tree here. But yeah, this is just something that I've been doing every day this entire week. I don't know how I managed to keep it going, but I guess I do have my motivations for doing so this year. The fact is that this summer is an extremely notable one in my life, and here's why. It is the transition year, I guess, the transition from high school to college, and I guess that year in someone's life is always very important. You know, to be honest, I don't know how college prepared I am. I really don't know, because I scored fairly well on the SAT. I don't know if I should say my score publicly. I mean, it's I had to send it over. I'm just gonna say that it was okay. It was like, it's not too bad, but it's also not, you know, it's not like in the 2000s, because the SAT is scored out of 2,400, and let's just say I got less than 2,000, but more than 1,000. So let's leave that. Let's just say like I'm in between that area, that range. So yeah, so I scored decently on the SAT, you know, but at the same time, I just didn't I don't know, maybe I just didn't apply myself that much in high school, you know, and that's what the grades say. The SAT score says I learned stuff, but I just didn't put in the effort, you know, and maybe, just maybe I just have the potential, maybe I do have the potential to get A's and B's in college. Maybe I do, or maybe I don't. But one thing's for sure, I do intend to do my very best while I'm there. And okay, so the last thing that stopped me from walking all the way through the trail was here. I ran into some really small wolves, and I got really concerned, so I turned back. Now I know they're not exactly the same magnitude as, say, a bear, which also have been spotted here in Osprey Park, which makes me really concerned, you know, about going through here alone. But rest assured, it's very rare to see a bear in here, but still, it's definitely something that I would definitely turn back on if I even spotted it from a great distance. I'd say, nope, turning back. Of course, if the bear sees me, I'm screwed. There's no way I'm going to make it out of here alive. But hey, if I do, it was on camera, so my death was not mysterious or anything. Like, there's no investigating to do. It's already obvious. But still, just the idea alone is scary. You know, we haven't even made that far, and we're already 4 minutes in. This is going to be a very long vlog, I can tell. It's a good thing I emptied out my data before I came on this walk, because I swear, if I didn't, I would have ran out real fast. Because these vlogs take up a lot of space, since they're really high quality and whatnot. But even then, I still need to get a new camera. It is inevitable. Okay, so sometimes when we walk through Osprey Park, you will run into these muddy parts, but the best thing you can do is just walk around them. Yeah, it does tend to get muddy here, but it's easy to avoid, so yeah. Except for the rainy part of the year, which in the case of Western Washington is 10 out of 12 months a year, literally. Meanwhile, in Eastern Washington, 8 to 10 inches a year. Go figure. And I'm not gonna talk about it again. I'll just wait a little bit before. Let's just wait until it arrives before you say anything about it anymore. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I got. Yeah. Okay. I just got a text message from my dad, and that's one of the awkward things about using a phone camera to do vlogs. You might get text on screen, and those might distract you. And the one I just got from my dad is that we can go out to dinner when I get home. So yeah, and it's too bad I won't be able to stop this vlog. Well, I could, but I don't want to, because then it'll be more difficult to tell how long it took to get through the trail. Okay, so now we're at the first bridge. Actually, no, this is not the first bridge. You actually saw another one back there. It's really small. We're not going to stop at all, because if we do, that's a waste of time and whatnot. So if there's anything notable to look at, I will point the camera at it as we go along. Alright, now we need to have a topic to get us through this entire trail, and I have no clue at all, so let's choose multiple topics. Let's just talk about whatever pops in my head, I guess, because it's one of those vlogs, you know. Well, first things first, again, as I mentioned before, every month, at least once, I'm going to tour you guys through Osprey Park. And what the hell was that? Ugh! Dude, don't stop. Okay, well, I swear to God, I heard what sounded like a gunshot in the distance. If that's what that was, I'm really scared. I hope it's not something else. But again, any sudden sounds can really scare me, because it could be a bear. Man, this walk can get really creepy fast. It's not supposed to, it's just a nature trail, but yeah, it can get dangerous fast. And there are people here in Osprey Park, but not on the actual trail. They're on, well, the thing is that there's the nature trails, and then there's also a basketball court, a softball field, a soccer field, and a park here. So, you know, i.e. Osprey Park. So, yeah, that means, no, actually park as in playground. Here's a stream. There's the river again. I already showed it to you guys, so we don't need to stop at all. I already stopped for a few seconds, so that's not good. I already went back on my promise. Okay, so there's one thing that is kind of on my mind right now at the moment, and that's the Emperor's New Groove. Have any of you out there seen the sequel, Kronk's New Groove? It was direct to video, so it was not in theaters. As far as I know, it just came directly to video out. And I got it. Well, at least my mom got it for me, because I don't know how old I was when it came out or anything, because I don't remember the year. But anyways, Kronk's New Groove. Apparently, it was not received well by critics. And I, honestly, for one, don't understand why. I really don't get it. I mean, like, maybe it's just guilty pleasure or something like that, but I honestly can't find one thing wrong about Kronk's New Groove. I just can't. It's hilarious. Well, actually, there is one thing. And that's the love story in the movie, which is between Kronk and some other, I can't remember this lady's name or her occupation, but one thing's for sure, Kronk falls in love. And I guess that's the one thing wrong with it that I can think of. And even then, I still can't see that as reason to hate the movie in general, just because there's a love story in it. There's a love story in every single movie out there. I swear to God. You know, and everyone loved Frozen. Everyone loved it. But there was a love story in it. You know, so I don't get the idea. I guess maybe people don't hate just because it's a love story, but the way it's played out, you know, so awkwardly, but still, it's not a reason to hate it. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I will admit that the love story is really played out awkwardly in the movie, and it's just, it's not something to brag about. it's just so awkward, especially like the dance scene and whatnot. That's the most awkward part of it. I think there was one part in the movie where they were like, "Go team," and they had a banner that spelled team wrong, spelled with I. And then Kronk obviously goes, "There is no I in team." And then and then the woman comes up and she says something like, "But there is an I, and I love you," or something like that. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in forever, so bear with me. No, don't really bear with me because I'm afraid of bears right now. But anyways, I just can't see what's so stupid about. I mean, like, yes, the love story. That's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. That I can find wrong with it. There's also, it's just kind of like I don't know. I gotta admit, Yzma was really funny, and that's another thing that made the movie for me was Yzma. She is so hilarious, and especially like, I guess one of my favorite things about the Emperor's New Groove, Kronk's New Groove, and the Emperor's New School, which is the television series spin-off from it, is the running gag with the roller coaster that leads to Yzma's secret lab, as she calls it. Those are that's by far, in my opinion, the best running gag of the whole franchise. It's just so hilarious the things they do with that. Especially there's actually a video on YouTube that has every single, part of that into one video, like has a montage. And I believe, no, I don't think that was the last one, but one of the very last ones in that video is a scene from the Emperor's New School. I don't know the episode. Oh, God, someone here. I guess the one good thing about somebody else being on this trail is that it's less likely to be bears here. So I guess I'm not worrying more, especially since we're actually coming up on the end of the trail here. And as it turns out, I believe it takes 15 minutes because we're at 13 minutes right now. And we're almost at the end of the trail, so I guess it's going to be 15 minutes once I get to the end. But yeah, that was the outer loop of Osprey Park. And I'm not going to redo this just because one person showed up. I mean, that was kind of awkward, but oh well, we're going to deal with it. Man, I've actually been kind of rethinking this whole doing sports in college. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I don't know if I want to do cross country and track in college again, because here's the thing. I just did it for 4 years at high school, and I got zero financial compensation for it. No scholarships, no grants, no nothing. Yes, I wasn't that good, but I don't know. I just don't think there's any more point to it. I mean, like, am I gonna get any financial compensation if I do it in college when I suck so bad? No, I'm definitely not going to. So, I could be wrong here, and maybe I should try it anyways. In case it's something I don't know about it, but I just don't know. One thing's for sure, from what I heard, in college, you have to be among the top 10 runners in your team just to be able to go to, travel to meets. And I guess that's the one saving grace about cross country and track, is that I love to travel with the team. But, the fact is, if I can't even travel with the team to meets, there's no point in me doing it. Because that's the one thing about it I enjoyed. And, oh man, there's a lot of slugs and pine cones down here. But yeah, as you can see, that yellow gate at the end of here marks the end of Osprey Park Trail. And that, my friends, means that, I guess, I don't know. I guess I'll talk more about, the college stuff later, once I find out about, Eastern accepting me or not. Because, again, that's the school I want to go to. And I'm doing it again. I'm bringing it up. Oh, my God. You can see, this is what I'm obsessing over for this year. Oh, man. Alright. Well, anyways, guys, we have reached the end of Osprey Park. The end of the outer loop. And that means that it's time to end off this vlog. So, I will see you guys, I guess, tomorrow, maybe. Bye. Well, now we know the source of last night's strange noise.